Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Art of Moth. Today we're going to be reviewing the Object 287, the Tier 6 new reward tank destroyer that is unique in its own design in a way. I mean, it's like an ATGM with two light tank guns, two 73mm guns, with an MBT hull, but an MBT hull that is so kitted out where it's super strong. So today we're going to be looking at the Object 287. Not sure if they're going to be an Object 287 version 4. If there is, then that's going to be pretty weird, but we've already got the Object 268 version 4 in one of the tanks, so why not on the 287 version 4? Anyway, so this tank, what is it? It's a hybrid tank. What do you mean by a hybrid tank, Arduous? Well, how can I explain it? This is a T64A's hole. So basically, what they've done is they've extended the front armor of the tank and made it thicker. So basically, it's basically impenetrable. This bit here, right here, if you look at it something like here, this bit right here, little section right here, you can pen. It's only about 250mm thick. This bit here is 1,000. The lower plate you could go through. The turret you can kind of go through. These are massive weak spots. These are two giant tumors. The ATGM is pretty nasty. It can do up to 900 damage, nearly 1,000 damage a shot. Self-homing, no. The speed very, not very quick, but it is fairly quick ATGM. Now, I'm not sure if there's any other ATGM that's just as fast. Smoothball, do you find ATGM? No? Okay, that's definitely surprising. That's surprising. The Mercifer does find ATGM, that I know. That's only 320. Self-homing is affirmative, so it's pretty good. Object, I don't think that fires an ATGM. Well, it does. 300 meters a second. So it's got a pretty quick ATGM. The Type 96B, that also has an ATGM. I think it's got the same, basically the same gun. This also has an ATGM. 350 meters a second. So the 287 has one of the quickest ATGMs in the game, and that gives it an advantage where you don't need to lead the target as much. 8.5 second reload, so pretty quick reload in ATGM. 500mm of penetration. It has a fire chance bonus of 300%, bonus module damage of 35%, and a max damage bonus of 25%. So you get a lot of bonuses with this ATGM, but you only get one. We set up for the normal, typical 2 to 4 ATGMs that normal tanks get. I don't believe this tank gets an ATGM. No. It does not. T72B gets an ATGM, if I'm correct. Yes, it does. I haven't unlocked it yet because I can't be bothered to unlock the really crappy ATGMs of the Russians. But this ATGM is pretty good. Again, just as I said, it does come with a 73mm. Not one, but two 73mm guns that do between 144 damage and 220, so not the highest damaging guns. They also have pretty crap penetration of 330, reload time of 1.5 seconds. Basically, these guns never stop firing, and they fire like it goes boof, 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 almost like a really slow firing ball force gun in a way. So basically, we're going to go over the stats of this tank and just then take it out into battle. So, with the heat fin stabilised, because it is heat fin stabilised, because you've got the stabilising fins there. 160 average damage. The average penetration is 330, or because I'm not entirely sure that this game actually has RNG. Like what tanks has. Damage per minute of 12,800, pretty high damage per minute for these 73mm guns, 1.5 second reload time, so it takes basically 1.5 seconds to change the other gun. Defense, 2,000 hit points, hull armor, 250mm, that's on the upper plate. The lower plate is 1,000mm, because it's Textilite laminate, which means that no HGM is going to get through the lower plate, or the lower plate, sorry. The turret is pretty crap, and it's made of steel. Big 2 weak spots on top, will pen every time. The side armor is pretty abysmal at 80, the rear armor is 50, so basically the Sheridan that has 50mm of armor can get behind this thing and put it in the back, and it will pen. Well, it has a 50% chance of actually penning actually. So, move on to the mobility. This is where this tank kind of shines. It's at 64, nearly 65 kilometers an hour. That is pretty good when you think about it. 39 degrees to turn the hole. It's a 36-ton machine. It takes nearly 5 seconds to get up to 32 kilometers an hour. It's a pretty maneuverable machine. The utility, 38% camera rating. It doesn't matter what you do. On the move, sit still, or firing your guns. It doesn't matter. Your fuel range is 390, not the best, but again, you're a missile carrier. Targeting, it's got pretty abysmal 3.5 degrees and pretty abysmal gun elevation of 9 degrees, because they are fixed and yeah. 0.14 accuracy, 1.92 second aim time, not the best. The turret takes 40 degrees to turn, but it doesn't turn all the way. 200 degrees, so that's 100 degrees each direction. So, not really the best. You can flank in all that, but don't be an idiot and shoot the lower portion of the upper hole. Just aim for the lower hole. If you can't see the lower hole, then shoot the upper hole. But this thing is pretty maneuverable, and it can hide pretty well. So we're going to take it out of battle and just see how well it actually does. And I have to also warn you that this thing is a reward tank. I don't believe you can actually get it from the store. I have not seen it on the store, but mygames.com came out with a comment on the forums saying, you know, people who have been playing for this week or for the past 2 weeks will get this tank if you played more than an hour of the game. I'm sorry, mine.com, but that sounds a bit that you've basically given millions of people a free tier 6, basically pretty broken tank. I mean, this tank is pretty broken. The whole armor is a bit, but other than that, it's a pretty strong tank. The whole armor, the turret armor is a bit but the whole armor is pretty good. Sorry if I got that wrong with that. Now, I'm probably going to go up north. Now, I normally play artillery, but this is one of these exceptions where I show you guys this tank. And it is a pretty good tank when you think about it. Now, the missile does have... it does sometimes lose the track of targets, so you need to be extra careful with your aiming. Really. So we're just going to move up here. And that is something I did not want to see. But we will fight it anyway. If he's alone, and I hope that he is alone. And we completely missed the broadside of the C1 Ariat. Oh, we actually did splash damage, so that's good. Oh. Destroy that. Oh, that was not the thing I needed to destroy. Okay. Come on. There you go. So I'm gonna... Ooh. Ooh. I want to be careful because he can easily overmatch my toe armor. There we go. Well, that's the M8-105. I think that's a rare tank. It's basically the M8 with a 105mm gun. He actually bounced off our turret, that's... Oh, Christ. Uh-oh. We need to get into cover. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, I misjudged the... Oh, he bounced off... Okay. Destroy him, get rid of him. So that's a good thing. So we now got rid of him, that's perfect. We took a bit of damage from that M8, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Oh, that's nasty hit. I may just use the... Not doing an awful lot to him. Can't shoot the lower plate. Oh, damage his armament, I'll take that. Burn him to death. Splash damage, I'll take that. Missed him. God damn it. Nope, didn't hit. God damn it. Yeah, we can't really pen his armour. The 73mm would be completely useless up against that armour. No, we completely lost track of this. Oh, we actually destroyed his tracks and damaged them, so that's pretty good. So they have a pretty large splash radius. I can't see that guy. I don't want him flanking me, that's the thing. Ah. I think I could probably... I'll be careful here. No, that completely missed. Ah, where are these ATGMs going? Okay, that damaged his gun. I didn't expect that to actually hit his gun. Really? Did that really hit the Saber's gun? Mark 5 shooting me, I don't want that happening. Ah. Where are my ATGMs going? For fuck's sake, game. Oh wow, really? How did you lose guidance? I need to move. This is a really bad spot for me. There you go, that's what I want to see. I want to see the big numbers. How have you lost guidance? How have you lost guidance? What the fuck, game? God, this game is frustrating, it really is. When it says it loses guidance, it really hasn't lost guidance, it's just being an absolute idiot. So I need to scoot back there. This engine boost really helps. Main battle tank hull with a... Oh, that was nearly a hit actually. So now we're back here. Wait. Did they really... So where is this? There you go, destroyed. Got it. Okay, now we can get back into the fight. We haven't done an awful lot. That's because the game's been basically dicking us over. Oh, that's what I want to see. Now, I think the Sheridan gets an 80 gem, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, really? It actually... Okay. Oh, that's what I want to see. Oh. So it's more of a sit back and kill tank? I mean, that is just amazing damage. I mean, we're up to 9,000 damage already. Killed on the move. That was a bounce? I'll take that then. Oh, really? That... Really? Really, game? Really? That was no fucking damage whatsoever. Oh, fuck. What, are you serious? That went over his tank? Finally. Right, let's kill this T90. Oh, 960. So, it's not really a brawler. It's more of a sniper. But don't be too far back, or otherwise you're going to run into, you know, running out of enemies. But just make sure that you're around your team, because you can be picked off quite easily. But that whole armor is very nice, bouncing an 80 GM off your side armor. So let's actually have a look to see what we did. So we mitigated 5,000 damage. 5,000. 1,000 damage, and we were able to rack up 247,000 credits. So it is a pretty good money maker, but is it overpowered? That's the question that I know that most of you will ask. Is this thing overpowered? Not really. I mean, the hull is very, very, very strong, but the upper hull is quite weak. I mean, I can't understand it. Why is it so weak? If we actually go into the preview armor calculator and go to like this tank, just show you how weak, and it has to be Hesh or high explosive plastic. Yeah, Sony, it's a very weak upper hull, like upper glaciers, upper glaciers. And you've got like a weak spot. You've got these tiny little weak spots here, and if you pen that, you're going to kill the driver. If it's at that other sort of angle, you're probably, well, that sort of angle, that's going to destroy the wheel and the driver. But I mean, this tank is a pretty good tank. ATGM can be a bit troll at times when it says, "Oh, you don't have guidance." But really, you do have guidance. And with this as a reward tank, is it really worth it as a reward tank? I would say yeah. I mean, this tank is pretty good. With the turret not turning all around, that's a bit disappointing, but that's okay. It's okay. It's a pretty flexible tank as well. Not too slow, not too sluggish, not too quick. So, thank you all for watching the video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about the Object 287, and if you have it, what you think about it. If you don't, basically it's an ATGM carrier, just like the Swingfly is an ATGM carrier, but it's got armor. It's got raw armor, and it can bounce a fair amount of shots. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. If you support me being a Patreon, your comments become high listed. So if you comment like after say somebody else's comment, and they're not Patreon but you are, your comment will become high priority. Don't forget to check out the Discord as well. I'll put that into the link in the description below. And I will see you guys later. Bye!